Here's how I got break even for the 4th time this week trading the Nasdaq this morning. So going into market open, I was leaning bullish. We were delivering from this weekly imbalance where we were respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish. We had high time frame low resistance leading up to a bearish daily imbalance. So all I was looking for was manipulation lower into a high time frame fair value gap where we get an inversion so we can target those high time frame DOLs, which I could have saw the possibility with this 2-hour bullish imbalance or this 1-hour intermediate term low. So going into market open, we actually ended up opening higher into this bearish 15 minute where we get a beautiful looking 2-minute inversion. However, why is this a bad trade to take? Well, at this point, ES is already inside of this 2-hour imbalance, so it has no reason to go lower with the lows being high resistant and the high time frame highs being low resistant. So you're putting yourself in a position where you're targeting high resistance with no high time frame DOL below. But if you do take this, it should have ended up getting break even, and then this is where the trade of the day happens. As you can see, NQ taps this bullish 2-hour imbalance by a tick, where we print an internal SMT, and at this point, this is where I was going on the 30 second, hoping there was going to be an inverse, but there wasn't. The highest time frame was this 15 second, which I really wanted to take, but I just don't have enough data on the 15 second, and if this would have ended up losing, I would have been really mad at myself, so I ended up fading this setup. However, if I was going to take this, I was going to go break even at the 2-minute intermediate term high, as I would expect this 2-minute to get inverse with displacement if my DOL is correct, so there's no reason why we should remanipulate my break even at that point. And as you can see, this runs to full TP in just a few minutes. Moving on from that, at 10 AM we end up opening a 4-hour imbalance where we trade lower into it and then get this beautiful 2-minute inversion. Now, in hindsight, I really should have took this just based on the narrative, but at the time, there was still 4 minutes left on this 5-minute candle on both NQ and ES, and the previous rejection wick that we printed inside of that 5-minute fair value gap was really concerning me, so I ended up staying out of this trade. But as you can see, you end up getting 1 RR on this in just 2 minutes. Now, from this manipulation, we ended up opening a sponsored 5-minute where we tapped into this and get a 1-minute inversion. And this is the trade I ended up taking, going break even at the external high and holding for a 1 RR. But as you can see, it edges the 1 RR and then gets stopped out at break even.